Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Who'd have thought health is about what we're eating? Join me on my quest to disseminate my go-to health regimen, the Health 44, my clumsy branding of eliminating 4 classes of food, introducing 4 classes of micronutrients. Bingo, bongo, health sorted. So thank you for your interest. Let's do this. Welcome again. Today you've clicked on my mainstream health experience. It's not going to be too negative. It's not going to be negative at all, I don't think. It's been a while since I've done a video, a new look, I've cut my hair off, basically. It's not a new look, it's just I've lopped off the locks and a bit more of a shave than usual. But nothing else has changed apart from my mainstream health experience. Here it is. About, I don't even know how long ago it was, but let's say 3 weeks ago, I was hootling along on my electric unicycle. Yes, I'm one of those idiots. And there was a sign, there was a road sign coming up, and I ducked. I went under the sign, but not quite. I still connected with the sign because I forgot I had this camera mount on the top of my helmet, and it just jolted me. So what happened next is the next, say, 12 hours, 24 hours, and the next 72 hours, here it is. And also an example of what happens when the culmination of past ill health, past decades of ill health come to grab you by the short and curlies. So what happened is in the preceding hours, what happened was basically I had a root canal done a quarter century ago, 25 years ago at least. And so it's a root canal with a cap on it, and that jolt broke the tooth somehow with the cap, and it started an infection just festering away. And then within a day, so about about 18 or so, no, about 30 to 36 hours later, I was getting this pain. Whoa. It started with this swallow. I couldn't swallow. Ooh, is this strep? And I had a sleepless night. I just couldn't swallow. I had to basically concentrate for 8 hours that night to not swallow, because swallowing would kill me. Each swallow I just couldn't. And so I got to a point where I had this bucket, and I was drooling in this bucket for hours. And once, in my moment of loss of concentration, I swallowed, and it nearly killed me. It really, really felt like it nearly killed me. So I was in a bad way. So what was happening is an infection was brewing. I didn't know what was happening with my swallow, with my throat, but this side of my jaw was blowing up. This side was also starting to blow up. What's going on here then? And the swallow. And I went into emergency. Well, there's this urgent care facility thing, a good innovation with the mainstream healthcare complex. And they said, it's a tooth. How could it be my tooth? It's there, it's my throat, there. And okay, well, I went home with some, just to take normal Panadol and Brufen, and it got worse, didn't it? So I went to the proper emergency department, and it was a Friday night, and that, of course, Friday night, it was full, and I wasn't seen until 11 hours later, where I started to I can't handle this. I was rocking. I'm in pain. And by the 12th or 13th hour they gave me some endone, and the pain subsided. Had some bloods done, all that sort of thing. And they said, had some scans done, X-ray, and uh, the throat thing was uh, tissue around the tonsils that were pushing onto my throat, and that's what caused my swallow issue. It was not strep or anything. And this side of this is the main issue, where the old cap root canal was situated in there. So that was blowing up. That was blowing up. That was probably blowing up because that was blowing up. There was no issue on this side. So they started me on augmentin duo 4, an antibiotic, and Dex, a Dex to reduce the swelling. So that worked wonders. Second night in the emergency department, it all subsided. I was sent home again, wasn't I? This was on Monday, a public holiday. And I just see a GP. Oh, I couldn't be. Tuesday came around, still didn't sleep. 4 nights, I slept 7 hours in 4 nights. And I went to this community dental thing, because I could, that was just blowing up, and that was not too bad, but it was still swollen. So that was just blowing out here, and they said, another X-ray. The hospital missed that, but the dentists, diagnosed that and take it out. There was 2 teeth that were black with an infection. Take it out. I was in so much pain. I was rocking. I was, please, please, please help me. Thank you, mainstream healthcare, for your pain meds, your antibiotics, and the swelling stuff, the swelling reduction stuff, the Dex. Dexamphetamine or dexamethasone. Anyway, something Dex. And thank you, mainstream healthcare complex. It was an emergency, and that's what they excel in. My issue goes back a quarter century. Last year around this time, I had another tooth extraction, my last molar, and that was from even further back, like 31 years ago, and that was attended to. So with all my talk about I'm not brushing my teeth, I'm not flossing, I'm not going to see dentists. Well, I saw a dentist because of the legacy, the leftovers of the issues that I had decades and decades ago. So 2 teeth extracted, plus 1 last year. That's 3 on this side gone. What's a guy to do? Bridges, dentures, those screw in things, implants. Anyway, I don't know, but there's this self-proclaimed health guru, which has only been happening. I'm in my 5th year now. I've had legacy issues to work through, and that was that. But with all the rest of my teeth, without that jolt which broke, and then infection equals extractions, that's an emergency situation. My teeth haven't looked or felt better without brushing them now for, block your ears, everybody, 2 years now. It's approaching 2 years, I think. And they haven't felt better. Yes, you've just had 3 extractions. The issue is going to be there always. So for those that are nervous about fillings and root canal and having caps put in on their teeth and that sort of thing, I've got none of that anymore. Perhaps those issues, those concerns that people have about fillings, caps, and root canal is out of my system by chance, luck, whatever. It's out. Thank you to the mainstream healthcare complex, emergency wise. So yeah, there's my teeth. People that are interested in seeing my teeth, I don't have a good foundation or chassis to start with. There was no. I had orthodontia a decade ago, approaching a decade. Top and bottom 6 teeth, that sort of thing, just to improve the grill a little bit. But I've never been one to visit dentists and that sort of thing in the past. And there you go. I've told you many a time throughout this whole podcast and video series that whatever happens, even if I get a disease or whatever, I'm going to lay it out on the table and be honest with everyone. And this latest thing is the latest thing. So there you go. Hasn't really affected my chewing or anything. It's all right. And so there you go. That's the self news, self update for us today, and to as a take home, as a case study on the case study today, that if you start a health journey in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, many in their 20s and 30s these days are starting to be conscious of their health, because things start to pop up earlier, and it will happen earlier and earlier. Chronic disease will happen earlier and earlier, because as I litter throughout all these episodes that I do, our food supply chain is becoming more impaired year after year, decade after decade. And there'll be less minerals, vitamins, essential amino acids, essential fatty acids in our food supply chain. Less absorption as well equals more chronic disease. So I've had a 46-year poor legacy head start into a not so good foundation. But I've caught myself just in time to add decades to my life, add not just lifespan but health span, and I'm showcasing that mainstream healthcare does have a place, not in chronic disease, but emergency medicine. Thank you once again. For those one-off listeners, viewers, that's what I do here, is the Health 44 I call what I advocate for. Health happens when you do the 44. Take away all classes of food. Yes, it's orthorexia, it's elimination, it's all that sort of thing. No glutens, wheat, barley, rye, and oats. No oils, burnt animal fat or fried food. Oils in a bottle, out. No sugars. Drastically reduce your fruit intake. And no nitrates, nitrites, particularly found in your processed foods. So that's the 4 categories of food: gluten, oils, sugars, nitrates, nitrites. 4 categories of food, out. Eliminate. Eliminated. You need to do that. And then bring in those the next 4, the 44, 4 categories of micronutrients you supplement with. There's 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, and that makes up the 90 declared essential micronutrients that we need. The mainstream healthcare complex differ. They have this number of 37, there's 90. There's only 13 minerals, there's actually 60. So our body contains 60 minerals, so we need to take in 60 minerals. At least there's, some of the salts out there, 80, 84 minerals, that sort of thing. And it's going to be hard to prove, consensus-wise, that there's 60 or even 80 that we require. But certainly 60, because it's been found that certain minerals like selenium, if you haven't got much of that, heart attack, aneurysms, if you haven't got copper and that sort of thing. So that's where the mainstream healthcare complex will not be able to understand, comprehend, accept by consensus, by even blind faith. I'm on the blind faith path, because I had nothing left. I took the 90 declared essential micronutrients. Day 4, I was starting to get benefit. No more carpal tunnel, no more shoulder and finger issues. Within 2 months, all those that I just mentioned, gone. After the first month, kilo each week. After the first month, 4 kilo. Each week, 4 kilo, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. 90, around 90 kilograms later. It was about 60 kilograms, but from the top it was 90, because I lost a little bit before then. So just say 200 pounds down is a great effort, and it's easy to keep it off. Yes, I do a little bit of physical activity, but in the scheme of things of what people do for physical activity, it's still nothing. I do a bit of calisthenics, just for that bit of disclosure. 5 to 10 minutes a day. That's it. Okay. And so that's my journey that I've had recently, my self-disclosure, an update, and welcoming myself back, because let's face it, I don't have many viewers and listeners. So there you go. Do the Health 44, and some things you can't ignore from your past. If you're 20 and 30, that's a good platform to start with. But me starting in my late 40s, you'll have some issues, and that was the issue that I went through today. So thanks again. Until the next time. Bye-bye.